Alright, so before the episode officially begins here, let me say that I've never, in the 8+ years, 9, 10, whatever it is now, I've lost count, that I've done YouTube, I've never, ever had to give a warning about this. So, take this seriously. I'm not kidding when I say this. This episode, this is the end of the game, this is the final episode, deals with insanely difficult, dark, depressing topics to do with death, and mourning and resentment of people that get ill and feeling guilty and just it's this was like 20 minutes of just depressing stuff. So if you are not in the headspace to handle that, don't watch this episode. Just don't. Maybe come back to it later when you think you're in a better place to handle it. Yeah, like, this stuff usually doesn't affect me, and even I was like, I didn't know what to say. Did not know what to say. So, yeah, you've been warned. This is the end of the game, but this is depressing. Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Silent Hill 2 Electric Boogaloo, and what I'm assuming is going to be the final episode. I believe last time we came in here and took on... yeah, 2 pyramid heads at the same time. You know, when I was watching back the episode to edit it, I thought at the time of recording the episode there were 3 pyramid heads. But I think it was just a weird camera cut that sort of made it look like there were 3. I think it was actually just 2, so... given that, the title of the video now makes no sense, because I think I called it a pyramid of pyramid heads. You can't really have a pyramid without, you know, one at the top. Anyway, we got an egg from each pyramid head. There's a round indentation in the door, and it certainly would seem that we can put these eggs in the door. Let's check our inventory really quick. That's the map button. I've been playing Resident Evil 8, and that's the inventory button, so that's going to get really confusing, because they use different controls. Alright, so we got a rust-colored egg. It's about the size of a quail's egg. Pyramid Head was holding it. About the size of a quail's egg. Pyramid Head was holding it. Really strange. Don't you think? Like, the grammatical difference there. It's about the size of a quail's egg, and about the size of a quail's egg. They just put an extra word in on this one, and apart from that, they're exactly the same. Maybe they had to do that to differentiate them when they were coding the game. I don't know, we're getting to nerdy stuff here. Who'd have thought it, right? Playing a video game, getting nerdy stuff. So I don't know, is this like a choice of path or whatnot? I really don't know. But I'm gonna go for this door, and I'm gonna try the red one. I have no logic behind this, it's just, you know, pure toss of a coin, if you will. We probably have to put one in each, actually, but we'll see if this door opens anyway. Nope. Okay then. I guess I'm gonna... never mind. I thought it was a path choice. It doesn't appear to be. Alright, let's shove this bad boy in there then. And now we'll find we probably put them the wrong way around. And the doors will no longer open. That's probably what's going on here. Oh my god, it opened! I was gonna go through the other door. I've already ruined it. Hang on. It looks like they lead to the exact same place. But I'm gonna go through this one anyway. Yeah, they totally do, don't they? Well, no, hang on. Yeah, no, I think it's this door. Yeah, okay, well, that's, well, if that's not the definition of redundant. Anyway, so let's actually look at the map intentionally this time. So, yeah, we're in the Lakeview Hotel. But we appear to actually legitimately be in an alternate dimension version of it. I don't know if one of them is the real world, one of them's like Limbo. I'm calling it Limbo, because I don't really know a better name for it, but sort of like James's personal hell. Well, it's not even a personal hell, is it? Because there's other people in here that are...
Mary?
What do you want, James?
That James doesn't even know.
I brought you some flowers.
Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers. Just go home already.
Mary, what are you saying?
Look, I'm disgusting. I don't deserve flowers. Between the disease and the drugs, I look like a monster. Well, what are you looking at? Get the hell out of here. Leave me alone already. I'm no use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. It'd be easier if they'd just kill me. But I guess the hospital is making a nice profit off me. They want to keep me alive. Are you still here? I told you to go. Are you deaf? Don't come back.
Boy, that got really dark and depressing really, really quick. Good God. All right. Well, that's like, I mean, how do you even react to that? You know, like that's just depressing. Like, there's just no two ways about it. You can't make a joke out of that. It's just not fucking funny. Anyway, let's just pretend it didn't happen. That's what we do with depressing things. We're like, let's pretend that didn't happen. Good, we can't go in the water. Frankly, I'm okay with that. Alright, I'm not sure how much of this I'm going to leave in, but I'm going up many, many flights of stairs on these, rafters? Question mark? I don't know what you would call this. Like a fire escape? Except we're heading towards the build. Yeah, some weird shit going on here. Well, prepare yourselves. Probably not going to get any less depressing. It kind of seems like maybe James did euthanize her. Like, not that he's a bad guy,
Mary?
that she wanted it, perhaps?
Wrong again.
This is him feeling guilty for it, and that's why he's in Silent Hill?
You killed her.
Maria?
I don't think that's Maria either, dude. She's not dressed slutty enough.
Done with you.
What do you mean? But I can be yours. I'll be here for you
I
forever.
wonder who Maria's supposed to
And
represent.
I'll never yell at you or make you feel bad.
Apart from, obviously, Mary.
That's what you wanted.
Now I understand.
Not who, but, like, what.
The problem is, you're not Mary.
No, James. I won't let you. I'll never let you have your Mary back.
Okay, then. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what... Oh, gosh, she's upside down. Like, what is she supposed to be? Like, she's sending bats after me, I think? I don't know if we can outrun the bats. We can outrun the bats. Why would I not use just like a good weapon? Let's change that. What I'm trying to say is, I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say, but essentially, like, Maria, which is who this is not Mary, is a visual representation for something. And I mean beyond just being Mary. Because if it was just a visual representation of Mary, it would be Mary. Why is it Maria? You know what I mean? Why is she dressed more slutty, usually? Why is she dressed more slutty than Maria? Why is she seemingly, like, less of a nice person? Like, I don't know. There's something else here. Like, perhaps this is, she's like a visual representation of his regret or something? I don't really know. I'm trying to read. I can't. It doesn't. Anyway, she appears to be an upside down nun with a tentacle! So, yeah. Video games. This is more my speed, you know, than the depressing shit. Alright, we're nearly dead, I imagine. You know what, we're actually not that dead. Do I have any of the crappy health drinks? No, we've only got the good stuff. Oh my god, we've only got the good stuff. Oh dear, okay. Well, let's be more careful. Uh-oh. Okay, just do a big old circle. He's done it. I think if you get them near the open windows, they seem to fly out. Oh good, she did it instantly. You cheating bitch. I could be imagining that. I'm totally gonna get tentacle, dude. That was close. I'm gonna heal now. Against my better judgment, like, we should also reload in the menu. Against my better judgment, because I really feel like we're not gonna need that much healing. Like, I imagine she's probably already nearly dead. I've been pumping her full of lead. With some good shit, you know? And I would imagine this is probably the last fight of the game. You know, we're fighting like a weird representation of our wife. If that's not the final boss, I don't know what is. Okay, I should not be this close. Should not be that close. Alright, fire away, son. Lovely. And we get out of dodge. You reload this bad boy. I can't tell if are you summoning more bats? I don't know, just shoot her. Uh-oh. Gotta go! I'm gonna say one more shot. Oh, I was close. I don't know, when you play enough video games, you just get a feel for like how much health a boss should have.
James.
What's up?
James.
Yeah, but wait, am I controlling? Oh, I am controlling me.
James.
Sorry about that. Well, I wasn't wrong. Was one more shot. I don't know if that was like a choose your ending kind of thing where we could have walked away and, you know, not kindled the first flame. Don't really know.
James.
Forgive me.
This game has multiple endings, by the way.
I told you that I wanted to die, James. I wanted the pain to end.
I was told none of them are the bad ending. They're just different, but similar.
That's why I did it, honey. I just couldn't watch you suffer.
Okay, this is what I thought. So Silent Hill is him feeling guilty.
No. That's not the whole truth.
Not the whole truth. Was he having an affair
You
with
also said that you didn't want to die.
like a girl called Mary who was her sister or something? I don't know.
The truth is, part of me hated you for taking away my life.
Wow, you're a dick.
You killed me, and you're suffering for it. It's enough, James.
Yes, your eternal suffering will do.
Mary?
James.
I still don't really understand what Mary is all about. I'm sure there's probably some really good explanations out there on the internet, like Mary represents this and blah 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 blah. I think Mary, given what he just said, is probably a representation of more what he wanted from his wife. You know, healthy and slutty. And that's why he feels guilty. Because he's like, why? In an ideal world, I wanted you to be
Now
this
I
whore.
understand the real reason I came to this town. I wonder, what was I afraid of? Without you, Mary, I've got nothing. Now we can be together.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you. Waiting for you to come to see me. But you never do. And so I wait, wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know I've done a terrible thing to you. Something you'll never forgive me for. I wish I could change that. But I can't. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here, waiting for you. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it all is. The doctor came today. He told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this may be my last chance. I think you know what I mean. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I've missed you terribly. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Whenever you come see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me, or maybe I just disgust you. I'm sorry about that. When I first learned that I was going to die, I just didn't want to accept it. I was so angry all the time, and I struck out at everyone I loved most. Especially you, James. That's why I understand if you do hate me. But I want you to know this, James. I'll always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. We had some wonderful years together. Well, this letter has gone on too long, so I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. That means that as you read this, I'm already dead. I can't tell you to remember me, but I can't bear for you to forget me. These last few years since I became ill, I am so sorry for what I did to you, did to us. You've given me so much, and I haven't been able to return a single thing. That's why I want you to live for yourself now. Do what's best for you, James.
Fucking hell, dude. Like, wow. I didn't expect that to be that heavy. Christ almighty.
James, you made me happy.
I'm trying very hard here not to interrupt. And then completely inappropriate music. Alright, that helps. Okay. Alright, thank God I can skip that. I really don't care that much about the rank, I'll be honest. So, holy shit. Right. Couple of things I wanted to go over there. First of all, that's dark and depressing. Second of all, so, first of all, the special place seemed to less be the hotel and more like when she was talking there about like I'm waiting, staring up at the cracks, the doctor, blah 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 blah, waiting for you in our special place. So from what I could tell, that was essentially her saying like she wanted James to visit her when she was dying in hospital, and he kind of didn't, or at least not as much as he should have done. And part of the reason he's in Silent Hill, his own personal hell that isn't all that personal, is because he feels guilty. Very clearly, this man felt guilty. I still think he's a piece of shit. But the thing is, he knows he's a piece of shit, right? Like, because he was pretty clear there at the end. He was like, you know, like, he euthanized her to stop her suffering, which is, you know, there's a whole topic of discussion there about euthanasia and whether or not it should be allowed. My personal feeling is yes, you know, given certain circumstances. But your opinion may differ, and that's fine. That's one thing. But then he said that, you know, he he didn't, like, essentially he resented her for getting ill and, you know, having to look after her, and like it obviously, you know, didn't make his life any better, but at the same time it's like, dude, that's more than a little selfish, you know. So I get, you know, if there's one thing you should take away from this ending, it's that you should appreciate people whilst they are there, because they're not always going to be there, or you're not always going to be there, you know. The only thing certain about life is death, as depressing as that fucking is, but hey, that's the end of the game. So you know, I'm going to put a warning at the start of this video to make sure people understand this deals with very, very difficult topics. So, yeah. Yeah, if you got this far, then you ignored the disclaimer that I put at the start of the video. Like, honestly, and the other thing is that Maria, as I said, seemed to be a representation of sort of more what he wanted. You know, slutty and not ill. And if you remember, there was a specific part where Maria, like, blew up on us. Being like, you left me alone, and you didn't come visit me, and you don't even care. And again, that's a representation of how Mary must have felt. And how guilty he felt for doing it. Like, don't get me wrong, he clearly felt guilty. But still, if you resent someone for getting ill, you're a piece of shit. Just that simple. Yeah, James is a piece of shit. That's the end of Silent Hill. I mean, I was gonna look at the other endings. You can if you want on YouTube, but like, that was like 20 minutes of just like really depressing topics there, so I'd rather not go over it anymore. Because that was not the start to my day I wanted. You know, that was too fucking real for me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the playthrough besides this episode. Christ or fucking mighty. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Probably gonna continue Metal Gear Solid 2, a game with like vampires and ninjas and stuff. It's much less depressing. Really good game though anyway. So yeah, we're gonna finish that and then we can get on to Metal Gear Solid 3, which is one of the best games ever made. That was Silent Hill 2. Holy shit.